Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the legendary moments of boxing history, the biggest names in the sport, and unforgettable showdowns that shook the world. If you're a fan of the sweet science, explosive power, and technical brilliance, you've come to the right place. Today we're taking you back to one of the most iconic exhibition matches in recent memory. It's Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr., two living legends sharing the ring. Let's relive the highlights of this historic bout and break down the moments that made it special. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a knockout moment. Now, let's get into the action. November 28, 2020, boxing fans around the world were treated to a clash of titans. Mike Tyson, at 54, stepped into the ring for the first time in 15 years to face Roy Jones Jr., a master of speed and style, at 51. It was an exhibition fight, but you could feel the tension. It was a nostalgic throwback to the golden age of boxing. The first round set the tone. Tyson, despite his age, came out aggressive. He immediately got inside, pushing Jones onto the ropes and unleashing his signature body shots. His footwork was surprisingly sharp, cutting off the ring, just like the Iron Mike of old. Jones, of course, used his agility and ring IQ to slip and move. He danced around Tyson, using clinches to avoid those devastating blows. Jones was looking to frustrate Tyson with his speed and defensive tactics, but it wasn't long before the momentum shifted. Tyson's pressure was relentless. His signature peekaboo-style bobbing and weaving allowed him to close the distance and land those hooks to the body and head. Even in his 50s, Tyson showed flashes of the explosive power that made him a heavyweight champion. But Roy Jones wasn't going down without a fight. He landed some sharp jabs and quick counters, reminding everyone why he was once considered one of the pound-for-pound best. His unorthodox style and speed were still evident, even in this exhibition setting. As the rounds progressed, both fighters began to show signs of fatigue. Tyson, though older, maintained his aggression, while Jones relied more on clinches to slow down the pace. The fight, though an exhibition, was a fascinating display of boxing technique, strategy, and pure willpower. The respect between these two legends was undeniable. There were moments in the fight where both exchanged smiles, almost as if acknowledging the greatness they were sharing in the ring. This wasn't about proving who was the best, this was a celebration of their legacy. After 8 hard-fought rounds, the fight ended in a draw, an expected outcome for an exhibition, but the real winner was the sport of boxing. Tyson vs. Jones was more than just a fight, it was a reunion of legends, a reminder of the greatness that both fighters brought to the ring over their illustrious careers. In the post-fight interview, Tyson made it clear this wasn't a comeback. It was about showing that even at 54, he could still perform at a high level. Roy Jones Jr. echoed that sentiment, showing deep respect for Tyson's power and skill. This fight reminded us all of the incredible legacy both men have left behind in boxing. Whether it was Tyson's explosive knockouts or Jones' unmatched finesse and speed, their careers changed the sport forever. And on that night in 2020, we got to witness a piece of boxing history. It was a fight for the ages, two legends, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., sharing the ring in 2020 in what many thought would be their final showdown. But the story wasn't over. After the first match ended in a draw, fans couldn't help but wonder what if they fought again. Could Tyson's power overcome Jones Jr.'s finesse? Could Jones' speed match Tyson's relentless pressure? The rematch was set, and this time both men came prepared for a more competitive, grueling fight. Tyson, now 58, had spent the years since their last fight staying in top shape. He was more focused than ever, determined to show the world that his raw power could still dominate. But Roy Jones Jr. wasn't backing down either. At 55, he trained like a man on a mission, knowing that his speed and ring IQ would be crucial in overcoming Tyson's brute force. He was determined to prove that his style could still conquer even the most ferocious opponents. The night of the rematch arrived and the tension was palpable. Both fighters were older, but their hunger was the same. This wasn't just an exhibition, it was about legacy. The bell rang and the rematch was underway. Tyson started the fight in familiar fashion, charging forward, bobbing and weaving, and looking for openings to land those devastating body shots. He showed flashes of the Iron Mike that dominated the heavyweight division decades ago. But Jones Jr. came prepared. His footwork was sharper, his defense tighter than in their first encounter. He danced around Tyson, using jabs to disrupt his rhythm and land sharp counters. This time, Jones wasn't just looking to survive, he was looking to win. As the rounds progressed, the fight became more competitive than the first. Tyson landed several powerful hooks, but Jones responded with precision counterpunches, showing that his ring intelligence hadn't faded. Jones used clinches smartly, forcing Tyson to work harder and frustrating the former champion. In the later rounds, Tyson delivered one of the most dramatic moments of the fight, a powerful uppercut that stunned Jones. But Roy's resilience showed through. He recovered quickly, proving once again why he's one of the most versatile boxers of all time. Jones Jr. took control in the later rounds, relying on his speed and tactical movement. He began to wear Tyson down, landing fast combinations and slipping out of danger before Tyson could answer. His strategy was clear: frustrate Tyson, then strike.in. The final round, both fighters gave it everything they had left. Tyson, ever the warrior, pushed forward looking for the knockout, but Jones, with his superior speed and stamina, stayed elusive. He used his experience to outpoint Tyson, landing the cleaner, more effective punches. When the final bell rang, it was clear this rematch was more competitive, more intense, and more thrilling than anyone expected. Tyson had his moments, but Jones' speed, defense, and ring generalship were the deciding factors. The judges' decision came in. Roy Jones Jr. had won the fight by unanimous decision. It was a hard-fought victory, one that cemented Jones Jr.'s legacy as one of the greatest to ever step into the ring, even in the twilight of his career. After the fight, both legends shared words of respect. Tyson praised Jones for his skill and endurance, while Jones acknowledged Tyson's power and fighting spirit. This was more than just a fight, it was a celebration of two of the most iconic figures in boxing. When Mike Tyson stepped back into the ring against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, one aspect of the fight drew a lot of attention: the shortened 2-minute rounds. Man, those 2-minute rounds were different. In my prime, I was used to 3-minute rounds, where you could really break down your opponent, take your time, and set up those knockouts. But in this fight, everything felt rushed. I had to get in there, throw more punches faster, and try to do damage quicker. Despite the shorter rounds, Tyson didn't hold back. He pressed forward, looking for openings to deliver his trademark knockout power, but the clock was ticking faster than usual. Tyson said, it changes your rhythm. Normally you feel the round out for a minute, set things up, but here I didn't have that luxury. I had to push harder right from the start. No time to think too much, just go in and throw. Tyson's aggression was evident, but the 2-minute rounds meant Jones had more opportunities to clinch and recover between Tyson's bursts of offense. Back in the day, I'd use those extra 60 seconds to work my opponent down, make him tired, then find that knockout punch. With these short rounds, you can't really get into that groove. It's more like a sprint than a marathon. You land what you can and hope it's enough. Even though the knockouts didn't come this time around, Tyson's power was undeniable, and fans got a glimpse of the raw intensity that made him a knockout artist in the first place. He said it was a different experience, but hey, I still had fun. Knockout or no knockout, I got to go out there and do what I love. Thanks for tuning in. Whether it's the highlights from Tyson vs Jones, the epic rematch, or hearing Mike Tyson break down his knockout tactics, we've got more legendary content just like this coming your way. Don't forget to hit comments, like, subscribe, and share. Your thoughts and feedback mean a lot, so drop a comment below and let's talk boxing. And if you haven't already, smash that bell icon so you never miss the next big breakdown or knockout moment. We've got more exciting fights, stories, and insights lined up, and we don't want you to miss a second of it. See you in the next round.